My wife was diagnosed with cancer last year.
Diagnosed with cancer last year. That woman, Edith Katende, is dead right now.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
Breaking sad news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking sad news. I'm sure you have seen across social media platforms, like the post from Eric Mbowa, which has been confirmed. Edith Katende Mufumbiro, wife to incarcerated NUP deputy spokesperson Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro, has passed away after a battle with cancer. Condolences to her family, friends, and loved ones during these difficult times. And it's been posted almost everywhere. You see here Metro FM Uganda 90.8 there announcing the same sad news. It is extremely heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know to put into words how I feel for the family of Edith Katende and to Comrade Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed with deep anguish and outrage that we announce officially the passing of Comrade Edith Katende, the devoted wife of Comrade Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro, who happens to be the deputy spokesperson of the National Unity Platform. Edith Katende died on April 8th, 2026 in Kampala. Now, you have to notice this, that her death is not just personal tragedy to Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. It is an extremely devastating symbol of a much larger injustice. At the time of her passing, Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro remains behind bars on widely disputed and politically motivated charges, separated from his family during the most critical hour. All this done by the Museveni criminal regime. As Edith battled cancer, she did so without the comfort, without the care, without the presence of her loving husband, who continues to languish in prison. One cannot ignore the painful question: could her story have ended differently had he been free to stand by her side? And I'm sure your response should be a yes, because we know how those we call our partners, the people who love us, do, how far they can go to make sure that they take care of us. This heartbreaking loss underscores the human cost of prolonged and contested detentions. It is a stark reminder that beyond the headlines, the legal arguments are real lives. Behind those, they are real families. Behind the headlines and all these legal arguments and the PR stance of the Museveni criminal regime, they are irreversible consequences like this one. Behind the politics of Museveni and Muhoozi Kainerugaba and their acolytes, they are irreversible consequences. Today we mourn not only the life of Comrade Edith Katende, but also the circumstances that denied her the support she deserved. Her passing should not go unnoticed. It should rather awaken conscience. It should provoke reflection. And it should make us demand accountability. This is wrong. It is the exposure of the Museveni's criminal regime as they continue to abduct people, torture, murder them, disappear them. These are real lives. These are not just mere numbers. And you and I are able to have a conversation about Comrade Edith Katende because she's been the wife of our incarcerated deputy spokesperson. But how about those folks that we do not know, many who have been abducted in the absence of camera or any person to see? It is heartbreaking. Again, you might be wondering what caused this. I think it was Comrade Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro who informed us about the diagnosis.
You're tweeting out the F
I need to
word
pause
on
this. That's playing. Oops, sorry.
There will be nothing like it. Open the...
I need to pause that. Okay, sorry. It was Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro who told us about this.
My wife was diagnosed with cancer last year.
Diagnosed with cancer last year. It's really, really sad. She's been battling cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, as we might look at this and our hearts are broken, it is really understandable. But may we not lose focus on the ultimate cause that we are dedicating our lives to. It is to kick Museveni out of power, get rid of the Musevenism as a system, and rebuild our country. You know, when I had a conversation with Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro last year, he told me that all these things are going to happen, but our focus should be to keep going. I'm going to play you those words. But before I do that, when he appeared before a judge in February, Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro spoke to the judge and said these words as he's being persecuted and prosecuted on trumped-up charges.
As I conclude, I don't know my fate, whether it is in your hands, whether it is in the hands of some powerful individuals, but there is a song of the late Fide Bongole. It was about AIDS, but I want to use it today because this looks like AIDS. Today is me. Today, no, I'm not going to sing. I'm quoting from the song. Today is me. Tomorrow is somebody else. This country is a globe. Let me be persecuted for what I believe in. Let the enablers do it. But at one time, it will be their business to remember.
And as we come back to that clip, why should we get to that point? Where do we look at folks completely ignoring the law because they're bought by the Museveni criminal regime to persecute Museveni's political opponents? I'm sure that judge knows that Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro did not commit the crimes he's being charged for. How far can we go to tolerate these kind of things? Ladies and gentlemen, I know what I'm talking about. We live in a country where Muhoozi Kainerugaba gloats in the abduction, torturing, and killing of people. And I will never stop singing that song. Because the Museveni criminal regime wants to normalize the abnormalities of abducting people, of torturing them, of killing them, and disappearing them. That's the culture they want to normalize. Then so that they get to a point where our lips are muzzled, that we do not raise our voice, where we live in complete fear. That's not going to happen, at least not with me. But he says, today is me. Tomorrow is somebody else, as he invokes, alone and frightened of Fide Bongole Rutaya. And do not look at this as a rhetoric of revenge. Absolutely not. Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro might be in position to forgive his tormentors. But how about those that cannot forgive? That's why I've always laughed at, scoffed at, ridiculed, and ignored. This facade of faith and Christianity the Museveni family usually wants to put on. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh my God, Janet Museveni. Utter nonsense. Oh my God. Oh, I decided to forgive Stella Nyazi. She didn't ask for your forgiveness, but what do you even mean in forgiving? You sleep with a man who has consolidated power through extra constitutional means. You mother a child, a neighbor baby who gloats in killing innocent people. You forgive? We don't need your forgiveness. You should be asking us to forgive you. And I'm sidetracking. Let's go back to Alex.
That they persecuted an innocent man, that they persecuted the person who was standing for the rights of others, that they persecuted the person who did not have to go through this.
Okay.
A father,
Waiswa,
as I conclude,
please.
because
Let's
I have,
you made your appeal and
I am finishing. Your worship, I've been at this for more than 7 months. I don't think 2 minutes will be too much.
Today the first time that you're hearing of this charge.
Your worship, I've appeared in fact they have given you
In
the
this
history.
case, in this context, so let's.
And I don't know how many more have appeared. But in conclusion, your worship,
Yes, please.
we will pray for Uganda. We will pray for court. We will pray for you. One day, we will be vindicated. I saw something.
Listen to the man. He says, we're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for our country, believing that one day we'll be vindicated. That man has lost a wife. He's not been able to take care of his wife as she battled cancer. He's not going to be able to attend the funeral, most likely. And the Museveni criminal regime wants us to behave as though this is normal. I told you about what he told me when we were in Massachusetts. Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro told me this. Listen.
The 2026 protest vote.
What we saw last time was the abduction, the torturing, killing of people on the streets of Kampala and Gwanga.
Yeah.
Don't you think this killed people's morale? And
I can even tell you it's going to go ahead and happen because...
And I want to pause here and tell you something here. It is not that Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro was wishing for people to be killed, abducted, tortured, and all types of mayhem visited upon onto innocent people. It is not that because Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro is some sort of a psychic or clairvoyant. Absolutely not. It is because Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro has come to see the reality for what it is. Once you compete Museveni, wait for your people to be abducted, tortured, killed, disappeared. How crazy do we normalize that?
the momentum is better than what happened then. But we are the generation that has decided to jump whatever comes our way and focus on the revolution. We will jump dead bodies. We will jump abductions. We will jump blackmail. We will jump whatever machinations are being done by the state. Our focus, our formidability is on liberating the people of Uganda. And
ladies and gentlemen, that is the spirit. That is the spirit I am embodying right now. Despite of the sadness, of the outrage and the anguish in my heart over the loss of Edith Nakalema, we will go beyond. Our country will be liberated. Am I happy that people are being killed? Absolutely not. If I had ways of preventing all those atrocities from happening, I would. But Museveni, we want to remind you, as we invoke Martin Luther King Jr., the arc of moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Change takes a long time, but it eventually happens. This world has seen worse monsters like you, more than you. The likes of Pol Pot or Genghis Khan, the likes of Adolf Hitler or Stalin, the likes of Mobutu Seko or Idi Amin Dada. We have seen them. We have seen them. They all came crumbling down because in the end, darkness cannot thrive in the face of light. I can guarantee you the Museveni criminal regime will fall. That's the spirit of Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in memory of Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro's wife, this is their wedding day, and this is the comrade that has died. That woman, Edith Katende, is dead right now. That's very, very, very sad, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you, I think it was on the same wedding Bobi Wine addressed the couple, the newlywed couple.
Chana says something about Waiswa's character. Sijamu wananyi wa dililumba kai wale wabako. Nawe bali kubera mukwano gwa abantu we bali kubera human being. Kubera muntu ali approachable. Lokoze ekitufu ekirungi ati tomera nyo biwa watu ubira ne humility. Ate lokoze ensobi obanga gwasosokola ensobi. Thank you for being you. We appreciate you. Onakulwalero baganda bange.
That's on the wedding day of Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro, and I think it was on the same day where Bobi Wine sang for them. And let me show you here as I close this video. She's right here dancing, sad. That's really, really heartbreaking. What do I say, ladies and gentlemen? What do I say? Somebody wrote here and said that death announcement, it is horrible sadness that we announce the passing of Comrade Edith Katende, wife to Comrade Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro on April 4th. So on April 8th, 2026 in Kampala, Museveni in your group will pay for this. If Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro were not a prison of conscience, maybe his wife would have lived longer than the state-engineered stress contributed to her losing her life. Absolutely. Absolutely. When they jail your husband on trumped-up charges, when he's being tormented, it has a psychological effect on you. And it becomes worse when you have a terrible illness like cancer. But why should we get to the point of, you should pay for this, you will pay for this? But how many lives are we going to lose? until somebody brings an end to this madness of them 70. I don't know what to say, apart from saying, may your soul rest in peace. Edith Katende, may your soul rest in eternal peace. Now, I know for sure Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro is not going to see me. He's not going to watch what I'm saying here because he's in prison. But I want to speak to you. I wish the wind can blow these words to you. We stand with you, Brother Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. Thank you so much for paying the ultimate price. And I know people say the ultimate price is death. I don't wish him death. But even having himself imprisoned over trumped up charges to the extent of his wife dying in his absence, that is a price that I would not even come close to paying. Thank you. May the soul of your wife rest in eternal peace. We appreciate you for inspiring us and telling us that it is possible. For getting ahead of ourselves and telling us that, you know what? We shall jump this. That all these stuff will happen. The unfortunate evil hand of Museveni will stretch, even in areas we don't realize. But we shall jump all this. Our eyes on the revolution that will bring an end to this madness. And as I'm speaking this or saying this, I want you to know that we are standing with you. May her soul rest in eternal peace.